Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name Muhammad Fauzan Rahmatullah and my name 18820500077. And now I want to teach you or we are want to study together about passive voice. What's our title today? Our title today is passive voice. Okay, the next. The passive voice have two sentence. What? Passive voice have two sentence. What is that? Active sentence and the passive sentence. Passive voice have two sentence, active sentence and the passive sentence. And what is the active sentence? Active sentence is used to show the subject of the sentence is performing or causing the action. Ah, if you want to make the active sentence, this active sentence is used to show that the subject of the sentence is performing or causing the action. That is the active sentence. And what? How about form and example? About form, that is ah, nah, the form just subject plus verb plus object. This is the form for active sentence. Just three material. What is that? Subject plus verb and plus object. This is the form for active sentence. And how about the example? The example, mother eat a banana. What? Mother eat a banana. This is the example for passive voice. Where is the subject? The subject is mother. Where is the verb? The verb is eat. And a banana, we make it to be object. And this is the form or pattern for the active sentence, subject, verb, and object. Okay, we next for the passive sentence. What is the passive sentence? The passive sentence is used when the subject is the recipient of the action. What is used when the subject is the recipient of the action? Yes, the passive sentence just used when the subject is the recipient of the action. How about the form? The form is object plus to be plus verb 3 plus by plus subject. This is the form or the pattern for the passive sentence. And how about the example? We can make the example like the form. We look the active sentence. The active sentence, the example is mother eat a banana. And for passive sentence, we make it a banana is eaten by mother. Okay, we put the object in the first material of this sentence, and after that to be, because the type of tenses is simple present, we put this in this sentence. To be is. And for the verb, because the form is verb 3, we change it. We change the verb in active sentence to be verb 3 or past particular. And it, we change it to verb 3 to be eaten. Okay, don't forget to put by. We must put by before the subject in passive sentence. We must put by before subject in passive sentence. Like this, by mother. And for example, a banana is eaten by mother. This is the example for passive voice. how to formulate passive sentence. If you want to know how to formulate passive sentence, we look at the example as before. The example for active sentence, mother eat a banana. This is active sentence. And for example for passive sentence, a banana is eaten by mother. First step for to the first step to formulate passive sentence is we put the object of the verb at the beginning of your sentence. Uh, Look at the example. The object or a banana in active sentence is in the last of material the sentence in active sentence, but in passive sentence we put object the object in the first material for this sentence. Uh, the first we must the first if we want to make passive sentence, we must know where is the object. Uh, and the second step, conjugate the verb to be in the sentence as the active sentence. Okay. If we want to make the passive sentence, we look at the active sentence. How, what kind, type of the tenses. If this is a simple present, we must change it to simple present in particular of passive sentence. But if the active sentence simple past, we must change it to particular of past sentence in passive past tense in simple past tense in passive sentence. Then is how to conjugate the verb to be. This to be uh, we must look at first what kind of type the tense is. Okay. The third step is put to be before the main verb. As we know the form, we look at the form. The to be is before main verb or after the object. Uh, we must put that to be before main the main verb and after the object. That is the third step, how to formulate passive sentence. And the last step is put the main verb into past participle form. Okay. We must change it as we know again at the form. The form for passive sentence, we 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 make or we use the verb is verb 3 or past participle form. And then if we want to make a passive sentence, we must to put verb 3 in the sentence. That is the verb for passive sentence. And this is all the way we we want to formulate passive sentence. Put the I repeat, put the object of the verb at beginning of your sentence. Second, conjugate the verb to be in the same tense as the active sentence. And the third, put to be before the main verb. And the fourth, put the main verb into past participle from our verb 3. That is the way we want to change active sentence to be passive sentence. Okay, next. And next, how we change it and we change it in every sentence. I have 9 tenses. I have 9 tenses. There is simple present tense, simple past tense, simple future tense, present continuous tense, past continuous tense, future continuous tense, present perfect tense, past perfect tense, future perfect tense. These nine tenses, h- how we how the way to us change the sentence. If the simple present, as we know before, subject is I, do is verb, it is object in active sentence, and we change it to passive sentence, is it firstly, after that to be, because simple present the to be, the to be is, and do we change to past participle form or verb 3. Don't, and don't forget to put by and I, we change to be pronoun me. Uh, this is this example for simple present tense. We change active to passive. I do it to be it is done by me. Okay. In simple past tense, the active is I did it. The active sentence I did it, but we change it firstly, and we put the to be in simple past tense is was and did, we change to verb 3 or past participle form don't, and don't forget to put by, and we pronoun I to me. This is the simple past tense. I did it. We change to passive. It was done by me. Okay. The third simple future tense. How to change it? Uh, in the active, simple future tense will be right. We will be right like I will do it. Uh, I first will do it. Do is the verb. It is object. I is subject. Uh, how about will? Because this is simple future tense and the particular will is is the always in simple future, or this is must in simple future tense, and we must put will, I will do it. And this will uh, can be the to be at the simple future. We look at the passive sentence in simple future. It will be done by me. Because the will is uh, to to because the will ini to be in simple future or auxiliaries in the simple future, we must put again will, and we enter in B after B done, because this do, and done the verb 3 from do by me. And the simple future, the how we change it, the inactive I will do it, and in passive it will be done by me. Okay, in the present continuous tense, I am doing it. How we change to passive sentence? Eh, look at this. Look at my table. It is being done by me. Why is being? Because the formula or the pattern is being. Not ask why, because the formula or the pattern is being. And after that is, because the present we put the to be is. Now after it is being done. Don't forget this is verb ing, but in passive sentence we put verb 3. Okay, we put verb 3 by me. Uh, in passive sentence for the present continuous tense, it is being done by me. Okay, the next past. I'm sorry. Okay, the next past continuous tense. I was doing it. In tenses for past continuous tense, I was doing it. How we change it to passive sentence? It was being done by me. It was being done by me. This is for past continuous tense. How about future continuous tense? Because in every future tense, there is the will. In every future tense, if there is the will, this is inactive. I will be doing it. Uh, don't forget, if this continues, we we put the verb is verb in if continuous, uh, because the every future tense we must we must put will. In future continuous, I will be doing it. And it in passive sentence, it will be being done by me. Okay. In present perfect, I have done it. Ah, in active, in present perfect tense, in active, have changed to verb 3. How about the passive? And in the passive, also, we must put verb 3. And if we, if we, if, if we become the, if we come, if we meet the present perfect tense or perfect tense, because the verb have to change to verb 3 or past particular form. In passive, we have not to change it again, uh, because the verb ha- have to be verb 3. In present perfect, I have done it. In passive sentence, in present perfect tense, it has been done by me. Okay. In past perfect tense, I have done it. Uh, what is the difference for present perfect and past perfect? In present perfect, we put I have, but in past perfect, we put I have. Uh, there is the difference for present perfect and past perfect. In past perfect, in active, I had done it, but and then in passive sentence, it had it had been done by me. Uh, okay, the last tense is future perfect tense. In every future, we put will. Don't forget, if you meet at the tenses and there is will, there is the future, but for to different it, we must look. If future continues, I will be, but in simple future, I will do it. Uh, in future perfect tense, I will have done it. That is the difference in future tense. In future perfect tense, I will have done it in active sentence. And for passive sentence, it will have been done by me. In perfect tense, we with entering the word been. Uh, in present perfect, we entering been. In past perfect, we entering being. In future perfect tense, in we entering the both be. There is how we change in every sentence to to day tenses. Uh, every tenses have the formula and have the pattern to change to passive sentence. Okay, we do some exercise. Okay, first first question is they always fit the cat. How we change it? How we change it to passive sentence? Uh, we must know what kind of what kind of type for distances. This is the simple present because there is always word in this sentence. Uh, they always feed the cat. How to change it? The cat is always fed by the object is cat. The verb is feed and the subject is they. Uh, the cat we put in the first, as we know before, it we put it in the first, and don't forget to be for present, and we change the verb to be verb three or past particular form, and don't forget they we change to them because the pronoun in subject in first is they, but in the last particular we change it to them. The second question, father is reading a newspaper at the moment. What kind of type of tenses in this sentence? In this sentence, the type is present continuous tense. Because this is the present continuous tense, we must change it in present continuous tense. Also, uh, look, the sentence father is reading a newspaper at the moment. Where is the object? The object is newspaper. Where is the verb? The verb is reading, and subject is father. And don't forget, if we want to change the passive the active sentence to be passive sentence, we must put object in the first material of sentence. The answer is a newspaper is being read by father at the moment. Because this is present continuous tense and the particular is we entering the being word, and the answer for the father is reading a newspaper at the moment. A newspaper is being read by father at the moment. Because at the moment is at verb, we don't change or we don't put it everywhere. We just change and we just change it. We just change the object, verb, and subject. We don't change any adverb or what again. Okay. And for the third exercise is I have written letter. I have written letter. What kind of type of distances? The kind type of the distances is present perfect tense. Because this is the present perfect tense, we must know where is the object. The object is letter. The verb is written. The subject is I. Because the verb has be the verb three or past particular form, the answer is a letter has been written by me. This is the this is the exercise or the answer for every question. Don't forget, if we want to change the active sentence to passive sentence, eh, yang perlu menjadi perhatian adalah kata subjek, objek, dan kata kerjanya. Dan jangan lupa kita menaruh kata by. Okay, just this for me. If I have a wrong or uh, a wrong word in my speech, I I do apologize for you all. And last for me, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.